Hi everyone, welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. I'm Laure, but you know that. But who have I as a guest today? God himself, Gilius. I'm starting to call you every time like this whenever we have an interview, but there's God himself and there's the God Slayer, so I feel like we need to review the narrative for Schalke this year. But how are you doing, Gilius?
It's Kingslayer, not Godslayer.
Kingslayers, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Nice to be here on your YouTube channel. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, thank you for making the time. I know that I'm bothering you during the day off. So what do you usually do on day offs?
Kind of for no lifer. I'm just doing nothing. Like I went outside a bit, like enjoying the snow and weather. I liked the cold. Other than that, just chilling. I want to study some Viego today on my off day, so I can learn him. Like I'm kind of slow at learning champs sometimes, so I need to work way before he comes out in LEC. So.
What do you think of the champ, actually? We may or may not see him next week. I don't know what's the status about Viego. We're going to be on the new patch, but we don't know if the champion will be available. But I'm gold, so I don't have any real information about the champion, and I just think it's either really OP or not doing anything. But yeah, how is it in the jungle for this?
I think it's really OP, actually.
Okay.
Like I saw some players, they just destroyed me on it. Like I kind of know what he does, but it's very hard to counterplay. But it's also, you need to be very good at it and like good mechanically. Like it's for sure we'll need some training for people to be good at. But there's one guy in soloQ, he's already like really smurfing on it.
I feel like you need to be good on every champion to play this one because of the ults. But yeah, the kit is interesting at least. Not pleasant when you play solo lanes or carries, which is my case, because it's, yeah, the gank potential is really strong, I feel. But yeah, we'll see what the pro players do with it. But talking about the patch, actually, we're going to be on a new patch next week in the LEC. I know that there's some Olaf nerf coming with the God Drinker. What else is going to change, you think? I know you can't say too much because of scrims and everything, but from your experience in soloQ, maybe.
Sorry, it's just above me. They're like doing construction work, so
we can't hear it. It's fine.
I can't hear it.
No,
okay.
No.
Yeah, the patch is for sure gonna change a lot of things up when it comes to pro play. Like Olaf already, like we already decided to leave Olaf open yesterday.
Yeah.
Even though it's like super broken, right? But now it's gonna be like balanced, and it's nice for just competitive play because we play BO1 and I don't want to see blue side just dominating because there's like Olaf and Pantheon OP, right? So Talia nerf, Pantheon nerf, like it's, I will need to sit down and review these patch notes and just know what's good and test some things out. Yeah.
It's going to change a lot, especially when you see that Pantheon, Talia, Olaf have a big pick and ban rate. I think it's going to change a lot in the jungle spectrum when you think about the draft. But we won't say too much about this for now. You have a week of scrims and training with the team to get used to it. Talking about Schalke, actually, and the double 2-0 you guys did this week and last week. What was the review with the team yesterday, finishing week 3?
Oh man, I hope this guy stops on top of me.
If it's bothering you, just tell me, but we can't hear it from my side.
Okay, if you don't hear, yeah, I just don't want to talk when he does it. Okay, I have to talk fast. Yeah, the double 2-0, definitely. This is what we needed, right? After the super week that kind of failed, this is what we need to like keep up with the top teams in the standings, and we for sure want to finish top 2. That would be great for playoff seeding. I don't know, like we are not really reviewing anything right now. We're just enjoying those games. Like we're enjoying our time, and I'm sure tomorrow when scrims start again, Dylan Falco will humble us down and tell us we're still shit. Like this, our coach, like when we win, he's happy, but there's always mistakes, right? Like we cannot get comfortable with our play. Like I was also kind of hinting as like some plays, like the Javan game was inspired. I was like 3 levels behind, so there's a lot of stuff to do better for sure.
Is it something that Dylan does, just keeping you guys to the ground in a way that you don't get ahead of yourselves? And I mean, obviously there has to be a discussion about the honeymoon phase and everything concerning Schalke because of the way you're performing right now. So how are you managing expectations backstage to make sure that everything runs smoothly, and if an accident happens, well, you can recover from it?
I actually think we are already over the honeymoon phase.
Okay.
Our honeymoon phase, like we started scrimming, I think, the first team.
How do you know, actually, when you're over it? Like, can you feel it?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Like when we started as a team, like really early, a few months ago, we were so good. Like it was unreal, actually. Everyone thought we're gonna be first place, and we were. I don't know. There was magical plays like happening. And then when after the Christmas break and New Year's, we came together as a team and we were so bad. Like it's just we could already feel that this magic is already gone, and now we need to just work together and and that's kind of the downside of starting so early with scrims. We could have used this magic early in the spring split. But you could also say we could have started well in a super week then and then sucked in the week after. So I think I'm happy with how it went, but we for sure need to stay humble and just work hard. Like there's gonna be so many patches yet to come this year. Like we're just starting to the season, and I'm not even challenger yet in soloQ. Like I also still need to I'm stuck in Grandmaster. Like there's still goals we all have to accomplish. I have to hit challenger and EU West as a jungle main. Like that should be doable.
Do you have goals like this, like that you have to respect? Like Dylan would say, "Hey, get to challenger before, I don't know, the end of March or something." Like, and what is the importance of soloQ compared to scrims?
So soloQ is more about quantity actually, not about quality. Like you need to play it a lot as a pro to just find all these different scenarios, right? So I actually that's a funny thing. We have when we come to our office, there's a list of soloQ games and who is first place. And we are keeping track of which player in the team plays how much and who plays the least gets bullied, I mean, it's just, like if you're last place, then people know you're a slacker.
All right.
And I'm always first place in this list, okay, for months now. But and now people were complimenting me in the office. They were like, "Man, Gilius, you work so hard. You're the hardest working guy in the team." And now my teammates realize that I'm stuck in Grandmaster, and they're all challenger now, So it's kind of turning back at me now. Like they're like, "You play the most, and you're the lowest elo. You fucking suck." But in the end of the day, I think what matters the most is how much you play and how much you try out. Yeah.
Wow, Gilius hard stuck in soloQ. Who would have known? But okay, spill the beans. Who is last in soloQ playing? Usually.
It's usually Abadaga or Broken Blade.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys, they're just so talented that they can just relax.
They don't need it, yeah. And Broken Blade's still trying to recover from NA soloQ, I guess.
Yeah. I honestly, these two, they're so good. Like they can play so few games and Smurf. Like I kind of admire that. I need to play so much to be on this level, but it's just genetics, I guess.
It's talents and how you, I don't know, mature talent in a way. But it's interesting about you, and that's something I know Ashley has been talking about age and players, especially with the recent Faker interview. I don't know if you saw it. Fair was, but yeah. And someone was talking about you yesterday. I think it was LS, but I'm not sure. About the fact that you get older, but you also get better over the years. Did you think about, do you agree? Do you feel like you get better? And how can you explain it? Because there's this assumption in esports that the older you get, the less reflexes you get. And there's always going to be a 16-year-old kid ready to take your place because he's going to have faster reflexes than you. Do you agree with this statement? Because looking at you, especially in Europe, it doesn't seem so true.
Yeah, I don't think age really matters. It's more about how much energy you have as a person. Like if you're 24 years old and you're lazy as fuck and you don't work much, then obviously you're gonna be bad, right? It's just a motivation thing, I think. I'm just very eager like to compete, and I really want to go to Worlds. I really want to win some titles, and that's what motivates me every year.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I was like Perks, who won so much, I would be
What's next? Yeah.
like, yeah, I would maybe be looking forward to what can I do next, you know. But I'm not there yet. I still have a way to go, and I don't know. I when I look at professional sports, like there's so many insane athletes that's like they peak at 30. When they're 35, they win the championships they always wanted. So reflexes going down is kind of bullshit. Like I don't think it exists like this. Yeah.
Do you think there is like a work that has to be done backstage in esports, and especially in team environment, and how to work around players to, I don't know, make sure that players stay over time, and that we don't have just players who are going to be on the scene for like 2 to 3 years and then disappear because we don't know how to protect this talent and to mature this talent in a way?
I think it's very important that we in LEC we make the league bigger. We need more slots because like players like Nemesis, Fabivin, even Amazing and Soas, like I know people will not like me for this comment. Like I don't know why they're so hated on social media, these two, because I really like Soas and Amazing still to this day. They could easily still play, right? And I think if there was more slots in the league, people would just keep playing forever, really. And it's just 10 teams not enough, you know. Like I can totally understand like new rookies like Petio and Chocolate, they for sure deserve this, right? And Fabio and Nemesis, they deserve it as well. So just need more slots, and then I think we should be fine.
Yeah. I think it's mostly about the fact that when you think about, maybe not Nemesis, but Fabian or SOAS, the last time we saw them on stage, the team wasn't such a great project. I mean, when you think about Immortals or I don't know was, Fabian last year with Misfits, when you see players like this who can't perform, even if it's about the environment, the team or whatever, like, I don't know, these players I think cost a lot also in terms of contract. So you'd rather bet on a rookie who didn't prove anything yet rather than having to spend, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what's their salary, but like so much money on a players that's been on this stage for years. And I don't know. I understand the reaction, but I would like to see also new teams in the LEC. I don't know what's the plan for that. I think, I don't know if they're going to open slots next year, in a couple of years, or if that's ever a plan. But I think they're trying to build something with the regional leagues in that sense. So I'm wondering if it's going to be enough. What's your take on what they've been trying to build?
I'm really happy with how Europe came to this point, right? We have a very nice league. Like it's nice to watch for sure. The show is insanely well done, and the content that LEC produces is very nice.
Okay.
And I think we have a very unique league. Like if you watch other leagues, it's so you kind of seem like similarities, but our league is kind of special in a sense. And like we always show up at Worlds. Like this is like a Europe thing, right? Fuck, I can't speak.
Same.
So I'm really happy with everything. They should just get more slots. Like we just need more interest. Like more money givers. Like if NA has so many rich teams, then we need more rich investors as well.
I agree. I feel like this is the honeymoon phase of Europe, in a sense that we had the LEC for 2 years now, so people are still hyped. But yeah, maybe a renewal is going to be needed in a couple of years. So we'll see. I will have an interview with someone at Riot to ask my questions. I'm a freelancer, so I don't have any information on that, even though I wish. But yeah, I like how Europe evolved as a region. But you've been there long enough to see it change, right?
Yeah. I was in Europe in the dark days for sure. And oh man, I've seen it all. And honestly, the dark days were also fun, right?
Yeah.
Every weekend going out with like the league was just one. Like there was no team rivalry. This like we would all go party. We would all after whole weekend, we would all just go out and see each other, and I would be chilling with Toes, Expeke, them telling me stories when I was a rookie. Like, I remember all these things. I was like really new, such a fanboy, and I was playing with them. They would always tell me, "Man, you have potential, but you're too nervous. You play a lot better in scrims than on stage." And I would like ask them, like, I don't know. It was from a professional standpoint worse back then, but it was also a bit more fun.
Yeah, for sure. You were all like building something together in a way. I like what Europe is today, honestly, and something that never changed with you, Gilius, is the way you speak on social media and the way you present yourself. Even when you were a rookie, actually, you always had, I don't want to say big mouth because it has like a negative connotation in a way, but yeah, I like this bland honesty that you have, because it's not something that every player dares to do. Like, I know that even bantering before an important game, there's always like this superstition that it's going to backfire in a way for some players. What's your perspective on that? Because you've never been afraid to speak up, as I said. So,
yeah, I think you should speak before the game if you actually think you're gonna do this, right? Like, shouldn't like make any fairy tale trash talk things. Like, when I believe I will do something, then I'll just put it out there. And even if people don't believe it, I will try to make it happen.
You said you would end the rogue win streak. You did, so yeah.
Yeah.
Living up to the words.
I've always been like this. Like, I maybe come across nice through cameras, but when it's like a competitive thing, then I can get really, really fucking annoying for my enemy. And it's always been like this with my brother as well. When we would do anything, play football, play PlayStation, I would fucking insult him and try to get him mentally down so I can beat him. Like, even when I play basketball with my friends or fucking football, like, it's just part of the game, talking shit when I do something good. And the guy who heard it, he will try his best to make me shut up, right? I just get bored like of competition when no one, like, everyone is so friendly, everyone loves each other. Like, I don't shine in this environment. I need to have something to play for, I think.
I'm wondering, do you do it because of I don't know, what it brings to the audience, or just because of the mind game you just told me?
Yeah, not for audience. Like, okay. I think audience likes it for sure as well, but yeah, I just like to just put it out there, man. Like, if you face me in the LSC and I tell the community that I will shit on you before the game, then the enemy guy, the enemy I'm facing, he's under pressure. Yeah. Like, there's not much more to it. Like, he knows that if I win, I'm the fucking king that day. So, like, he cannot step on social media that day. So it's pressure. It's
gotta backfire sometimes though, because sure, you make a point to a player, especially like trying to create fear in a way, so that when he steps onto the Summoner's Rift, he's just scared to play against you. But I mean, these players also have strong communities, so it doesn't affect you, the fact that sometimes fans can be violent towards you, especially because of the things you can say.
Yeah, of course, I know the consequences.
Okay.
I've been through the consequences many times because my trash talk was really bad the last years when I was not winning. Like, I kind of learned that if I'm good, then I should talk. If I'm not that good, then I should shut up. So I'm picking it wisely right now. And when I feel good, I will talk. When I feel bad, I will probably just play and shut up. So
growing up. Wow.
Yeah.
It's something that I said to every Schalke member since I talked to you, since the beginning of the year. It feels like, I mean, you're all on the same page. You all have the right mindset, but I mean, you've been on this scene long enough to know these kind of things. I mean, a year starting well, you know how long the seasons can go. How is it different for you this year, especially mentally, I mean?
I just have I feel comfort with this org. They told me, you 5 guys, you're staying together this whole year. And there's nothing coming in between it. And like no matter what happens, like if someone sucks for 2 weeks, he's gonna suck for 2 weeks and just play. And I think everyone feels this comfort. Like we know there's no benching, there's no bullshit this year, right? We're just gonna play and do well together as a team. And just having a core of Neon and Abba and me, like we are good friends. We get along well. In scrims, we never had issues like solving issues. And then Limit and BB coming in, like I don't know. I just feel it feels perfect right now, and I don't feel like anything can break us. Like Super Week was the perfect time to see what this team can endure. Like we were so down after the Fnatic loss. Like it was. I couldn't look Broken Blade in the face. Like he was so like heartbroken, and I couldn't deal with that at that moment because I felt fucking bad for doing nothing with Lilia. I felt like I let my team down. So just trust, teamwork, and we have each other's backs. Like I don't live with the guys, but yesterday Sergen was so happy in the night. He called me, like we were video chatting at 2 a.m. He was like, "Man, I fucking love you.
Oh,
You're a great teammate. We will do great things together and stuff." So just very nice.
I'm happy to hear all this. Honestly, you deserve a good team, like a supportive team taking care of you, and you're all taking care of each other, Gilius. But thank you a lot for your time. Is there anything you would like to say to the fans who's been supporting you, or people who will be watching this video?
Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the nice words I read, and Laure, thanks for the interview. Was nice to talk my mind out. I felt like I just went through a therapy session. So I for sure feel better right now.
Anytime. I will invoice next time. The first one is free. But you're welcome to come back. And it was nice talking to you outside of the LEC actually, and having more time to talk about things. So yeah, thanks again, and enjoy the scrims this week. And I'll see you in the LEC for week 4.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye. And thanks all of you for watching. See you next time.